Hi, my name is Marissa, and I'm a senior here at Bethany Global University. I did my internship in northeastern Kenya. During my time in Kenya, I think the thing the Lord taught me that stands out most was just that good fruit takes time, especially working within Muslim contexts. Building relationships is challenging, and building rapport strong enough to hold the weight of a friendship between a Muslim and a Christian, and to be able to share about real things just takes a lot of patience and being faithful in the little things day in and day out. So I remember one day I was sitting at the farm that the long-term missionaries in Kenya run, and I was asking one of the workers how long it takes for a mango tree to produce fruit. And he told me if it's not a hybrid, it'll take about 7 years. And so I kind of took that in and was like, okay, what about papaya trees? And he told me maybe 5 to 7 months. But if you cultivate them well, they'll yield fruit for 2 years or more. And so just in that moment, I was just asking about all of these different things. The Lord just spoke to my heart and said, Marissa, this is what your relationships are. In the day in and the day out, and you being faithful, there's gonna be fruit that's yielded from what you're doing, but it's as a result of your faithfulness and tending the seeds that have been planted even before you've arrived. And those things they're gonna yield good fruit, but good fruit actually does take time. About 4 months into my internship, we ended up hiring a woman who lived in a village that was just down the road from our house to come and do laundry for us. And we, in the beginning, I think we really looked at it as an opportunity to provide a job for someone, but also we wanted our laundry done and we didn't want to do it. But she really just entered into our home without fear, and she would come and sit with us for probably 20-30 minutes before she did laundry every Saturday. And if we were cooking food, we would cook for her, so she got to try some American foods. We would make her tea and just sit and talk and ask about her life. And so she really helped us learn a lot about the language, because at that point we didn't know very much. We got a lot better, but she was very patient. We learned a lot about the culture just through the things that she would talk about, and just found a lot of community with her. We always felt really at home, which living in another culture is a rare thing. And so she was probably one of the people that I miss the most. Living in another culture is very challenging. It's learning to be out of place at all times. And culture shock is really like a 24/7 attack on your identity. And so that was a huge challenge, just never quite feeling at home, never quite settling into the point where I felt like I could let my guard down. And we definitely adjusted as time went on, and we gathered more information. We learned more about the culture and what people valued, so that we could understand how things were so different. But that definitely was a very challenging part for us. I think my global internship really prepared me for life, in that it made me a learner in every area. In every circumstance that I walked into, I learned to look at things from the perspective of a learner. And so I think even now, as I've come back from internship, that's really been a help to me, because I find myself asking questions rather than assuming, and wanting to know for this specific person, how are they seeing this situation? How are they seeing the world? And so in a life where I'm looking into long-term missions and I feel like that's where I'm going, it's obviously very essential, knowing how to study a culture. But even in my life in America now, in this transition period, I'm still finding it very helpful, and it really enables me to engage well with the people around me.